What's going on, Aquarius ladies? Welcome to my channel. We're about to jump into your energy. This goes out to Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, singles, couples, men and women. Cross watchers are welcome. Let's see what we have for you. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Interesting. So we have the Fool. And we have the Ace of Pentacles. Now, you can say the Ace of Pentacles might mean something money-wise, because the Pentacles is, it just smells of money. It does. Even when you're going through the problem with the 5. In order to get involved in this new venture that it is that you're getting involved in, you have to take a leap of faith. You have the knowledge that you need. You have the wisdom and you have the guidance that you need. You have an amazing energetic support team. So manifestation will not be your problem. You even have people in your corner. This might be family, might be friends, might be a relationship. But when I look at the Fool, I just don't see the Fool and the Ace of Pentacles. I'm picking up the energy of, even though you are going to take a leap of faith, or that you have to take a leap of faith, your leap will land you onto a solid foundation. Not just one that has to do with investing into, whatever it is that you may invest in or build with, so forth and so on. The Pentacles also mean the flesh, the body, people, so forth and so on. Are Pentacles Earth? So understand that you have a support system, that you have people in your corner, and all you got to do, baby girl, is take a leap of faith. When you take this leap of faith, understand that your Ace of Pentacles will be accompanied by the 8 of Wands. Fast movement, passionate fast movement. In fact, go check out my TikTok video, my latest Aquarius video. That spoke of a passionate challenge. One that you will embrace fully and wholeheartedly. But again, understand that when you take that leap of faith, when you decide to move forth with that leap of faith, things are going to start to progress. It might seem like, you're not really going anywhere, but you are. Also, I heard spring. So start planting your seeds now. I'm not saying that you're going to have to wait for spring for this. No, I'm just saying I heard spring. So start planting your seeds now. There will be fast growth, but you have to be open to the fast growth. They say when we want fast growth from deities, so forth and so on, etc., 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 we want it until it actually happens. Now, I'm just going to toss this message out there. I'm not really one to go too deeply into the past or the karma or things of that nature. But you have been sowing good seeds into the universe. You have been sowing good karma, if that's what you connect and resonate with. So understand that these new beginnings really won't have many hiccups for you. I mean, you'll have the occasional, dark night of the soul, the universal spirit testing your abilities, testing your fortitude, forging you. And I'm going to be honest, including self, we can pray for release all day long, but if we're meant to go through something, there's nothing in hell and hot water that's going to stop it. Your guide will be sitting there like, I got your back, but my house is on fire. I know. You're good. You ain't dead, is you? Classic, but did you die though? Oh man, this also pops up again. Understand that if you need deity assistance, there are many lunar deities, including Hecate, that will be willing to help you. But if you approach her, she must be approached with sincerity and respect. I'll be honest, and this might rub a lot of people wrong, not so much my core followers or fans. I don't like using my people, you people, yeah. not talking about y'all, but there seems to be a lot of I can do whatever I can because it's 2022 or 2021 and I am a human and hear me roar and rah, 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 and oh, I don't give a damn. I'm going to do what I want. Look, for those who resonate with this message, who might be new to this channel, do not go towards Hecate with that mindset. She will pop you like a balloon. And anyone who has worked with her on that in-depth level will say that when you go to her, she will give you some leeway. She will guide you. She will protect you. First, that's if she wants to work with you. Oh yeah, let's get that out the way. Not all deities want to say, hey, I'm going to work with this human. Some of them don't want to. So if you feel led to work with her, understanding, sincerity, and respect will be needed. It's going to be more than just prayers and more than just that. She's going to push you to really put things down. She's going to push you to build an altar. She's going to push you for daily devotions. She's going to push you to face your fear, and not the fear that you think you have, your real fear, the fear that makes you sit there and either you fight it or you're frozen solid. But outside of that, she is very warm, loving, and kind. But a mother or a fatherly figure cannot always be, let me hold my child. My child must grow. My child must walk. My child must learn. My child must suffer. My child must experience joy, anger, rage, hate, everything. All of these are spectrums of the human emotion, and not one is better than the other, and not one is anywhere. We're going to have these emotions until the world explodes. And there is nothing that any person on the face of the planet can do to eliminate that. It's like saying, now humans will be born with one arm. That's not the way that goes. Alongside the Ace of Pentacles is the Ace of Wands. Now, you know, I'm also going to go somewhere else because I know people say he doesn't read the cards like everyone else. When I see the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles, I also see something else. So, use a little protection if you out there having a little fun. You feel me? Gentlemen, use some protection if you out there having fun. Ladies, use some protection if you out there. Everybody use protection. Just use protection. Use protection. Ace of Cups. Many of you are about to jump into a fully new beginning. A new journey. This venture is going to be awesome for you because you got 3 aces on the board. So you were deeply, deeply, deeply guided by, for the people that are into the craft, you have a deep connection with the elementals. Now, whatever form they may come in, because anyone who's worked with the elements or the elementals, they don't always pop up like everyone says. You know, some work with the gnomes and some work with the undines and the sylphs and the so forth and so on. And some use the elemental energy with the 4 great arcs. But just know that you have a deep connection with that. I'm not saying everybody, for those who resonate with that. But I would suggest maybe working on the elemental connection with air. And I understand sometimes, because when we really, really get into that swords energy, or we really get into that mental energy, that really, really, really challenges us to think. And I know spirituality is really about experience. It is about feeling your way through a lot of things. It is about forging your path, but there are still rules and dynamics in this game. You know, the waxing is the waxing, the waning is the waning, Saturn is Saturn, retrograde is retrograde. And though we have a lot of leeway down here on this planet to create what we want, oh, do we ever? We can't do it all. Nor do we have the ability to completely flatline a planet. I don't know about y'all, but I'm Iron Man, so I could do that, but Thanos wiped my face with a planet. So I'm back to the shop. You know, I got to go ahead and get my tin cans and put them back together and stuff. He took my suit, so I ain't got no vibranium. So I had to go ahead and duct tape my stuff together. Look, don't be sleeping on the duct tape, y'all. Anybody and everybody knows the duct tape will hold anything up. Gorilla tape and Gorilla Glue be looking at duct tape like, man, I don't even like you. I added humor. I add a little humor sometimes. So if you're new to my channel, yeah. But you do have that deep connection, and you have been sowing those good seeds. So you can really expect some manifestations, but you got to take that leap of faith. Oh boy, y'all ain't gonna like me. The death. When we go through shifts and changes, and we go through growth, and we go through these experiences that forge us, that push us to where we need. And I'm going to say this right now, no matter how hard it is, unless you go through something so bad, I mean, we talking bad here, okay? We ain't talking about something like I'm a month late on rent or something like that, or the stresses that's going on. You will bounce back. And I'm sorry. I'm gonna put it like that. You will bounce back. And that's coming from someone who is experiencing something deep. You will bounce back. It's gonna suck. And bouncing back does not mean that you're gonna be all fine and freaking dandy. It doesn't mean that you're gonna be like, oh, I'm good to go. No, you're still gonna have those days. No, it might not shift for years. Hell, if it ever shifts. Because healing from a wound or healing from something does not mean that you still do not have that wound or do not cry. It just means that you have the ability to work through it, that it no longer controls you, that you can control it, that you don't lose your ish while you're out with your friends, that you lose your ish when you're home in the confines of your own place. Have it out. Because, yeah, I know that's going to rub a lot of spiritual healers the wrong way. But as a spiritual healer, I'm a little tired of all these people running around, really looking to be healed and going at it for years and don't feel no better. Let's be real here. You can heal. You can grow. You can keep on going. But that emotion, that feeling, that scar, that pain will always be there in some way, shape, manner, or form. It's how we work through it. It's how we deal with it. If you sit back and think about if you were close to the family member and they passed away 10 years ago and you start thinking about them, you can start crying. So, yeah. So I'm not talking about anyone on my channel or who comes to my channel. I'm not talking about y'all. I'm talking about for the person who might pop up once in a while, who just grazes through channels and just downvotes everybody. Leap of faith. Remember how I said you're going to go through those cycles and stuff? Ace. The Fool. That's going to start the fast movement. The Ace of Pentacles. You're going to have the passion. You're going to have the emotional connection. You've been sowing those great good seeds. Call on Hecate if you need her. But go respectfully. But after all that, scorpionic death. That's going to suck. I know that sounds kind of just straightforward, but I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It's going to suck. You build stuff, you build stuff, you build stuff, you build stuff, you build stuff. Then it says, good, time to start over and do it again. So you're constantly walking through the lessons of the tarot, for example, your entire life. From the king to the five, from the five to the ace, from the ace to the nine, from the nine to the ace, from the ace to the scorpionic death, from the scorpionic death to the moon to the nine of wands, which is about defense. You have a right to be defensive over your path. You have a right to be defensive over what it is that you believe in. You have a right to stand your ground. But if you look at this card, she's standing her ground with sincerity and respect for her path, as well as for her opponent. She is not attacking her opponent, nor is she engaging in that. She is simply standing there saying, this is my space. This is my path. These are my flowers. This is what I built. And you're not going to come and take it from me. You even see the flowers just chilling. She letting you know you don't want no smoke. But I'm not trying to fight you. I'm not here to be offensive. I am here to be defensive. But I will jump into the offensive if I have to. But I'm not trying to stay in the offensive vibe. I'm trying to stay in that defensive vibe and just defend mine. And if you went off and did yours, we'd be okay. Yeah, that's an X. Because that X doesn't like the fact that you moved on from what no longer serves you. That you're moving on from those cups emotionally. You checked out mentally a long time ago from that individual. Gentlemen, she knows you checked out a long time ago. You don't have time for it. You might come home, you might call her, you might do this, but in reality, you've been checked out and now you're checking out emotionally. Ladies, you've been checked out mentally. You've been you might go there, you might, you might do a little thing every once in a while. Y'all know what I mean. We all been there. We still do it. Hey, it is comfort. It's called comfort. It's called, okay, well, I don't really like them on that level, but yeah. It's called comfort. And humans are creatures of comfort. Hence, you never really succeed until you put out of your comfort zone. So if that's, yeah, if you do, yeah. Hey, thumbs up you right there. Thumbs up you. Yeah, that's what's good. I ain't knocking you for that. Because sometimes it is okay to be a creature of comfort instead of running around like a crazy person. But emotionally, you have checked out. Just like that. And this might well determine what's going to go happen. Oh yeah, you had the strength to move on. You ain't move on. Wow, you ain't go crazy. You didn't do anything like, yo, F you. Maybe a couple of y'all did. We all been there. Hopefully we ain't throw no ashtrays and cups and stuff. And hopefully you ain't set nobody's Jordans on. Yeah, the stuff that we all see on memes and YouTube videos and stuff like that. But yeah, you had the strength to move on. And it wasn't even an explosive screaming strength. You just kind of say, you know what, I'm done. I don't sense so much within this relationship or relationships. It was like a really, 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 the T word that begins with this, that ends with the C, that word and that thing. I didn't sense it was the greats that pop up in readings from other readers. Much respect to readers, but there is a man, we all flow. And things do have resonation, but at the same time, there's certain things that are really prevalent within the community, and it's words that I think sometimes should not be used. So they were just not a good fit. We're going to leave it like that. But it's not something that you ended on a level of just like, pal, F you and your mama too. You rolling on the slip on bows, running up, kind of like those. Anyway, it wasn't like that. But you're defensive and you're tired, and this yeah. And I know I included gentlemen in that in this, and this reading is for the Aquarius women, but that one part popped up because I think that sometimes even if a reading is for a woman or for a man, someone can resonate with something in that, if that makes any sense. So if that part of the reading just doesn't resonate with you, I'm sorry, but I still got to go with what hits me. Yeah. And ladies, be open to that individual. Oh, hey, how you doing, guy? Yeah, you remember the whole fact that when I just said a second ago about I got to say something. Hey, gentlemen, whoever you are, go get that Aquarius lady. Go get her. Go get her. I mean, go get her. We about to have some fun now. She chilling in her Three of Cups energy. She just straight chilling in that Three of Cups energy with her friends. What, she's on the left and the middle, and I don't know which one she is, but she's in that cut. She probably in the middle. She probably in the middle chilling. She probably in the middle to straight chilling. But go get her. Go get her. I can't say that, you don't get me wrong, gentlemen, and the ladies will agree with me. There is a difference between, I don't like to say the word chasing, but pursuing and progression within pursuing someone, compared to pursuing and you keep hitting a brick wall every time. Ladies will tell you, if that happens, go the other way. Let me take that back. A healthy-minded individual will say they are not allowing you to continue. They're not reciprocating, so you need to leave. The rest of the world will say, who ain't quite dead, man, chase her till you can't chase no more, because that... No, don't do that, because that will mess you up quick, fast, and in a hurry, bro. And anybody worth their salt, anybody who wants to see people grow and flourish and experience love will tell you hands down that you don't sit there and waste your everything on one person. If that one person is not about you, no matter how much you like that person, you roll out. So to the cross watcher that's watching this right now, so all the Aquarius gentleman that has the thing for the Aquarius lady, go get her. Go get her. Just because, I mean, you can offer that cup to her. You can really, 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 do what it is that you need to do and get to where it is that you need to do with this woman, but you have to be open to it, and you have to make sure that you follow one that really wants to flow, or you just wasting your time. Same with you ladies, if that message applies to you, but I think that's for a gentleman that might like one of y'all. He sees the Empress in you. I shuffled the crap out these cards, and he wants to have this with you. So with that out of the way, let's have a little fun. If you still here, yeah, you. Shout out to Coach G. How you doing? You know who you is. Thank you for all the love and support. So let's have a little fun. Easy. Let's get a little love flow. Yeah, this is for the ladies. Ladies. Don't you wish, and dudes gonna hate me for this. Ladies, don't you wish the dudes understood the ebb and flow of how a love goes? Like, it's everybody says it's Venus. Everybody says it's Venusian. Oh, by the way, the moon popped up. Everyone says it is Venusian. Everyone says love is Venus. Well, yeah, it is. But if you really, really, really look at it, the moon plays a vital part in that. Because we are all connected to the moon, but by certain traditions, you can connect the cycles of a moon to the cycle of a lady. And how she ebbs and flows through this process. And if you really dig deep, it's a bio-spiritual thing. Like they say, we ain't connected to the moon. We like 75% water. So understand this. Sometimes you might just have to point at the moon and say, look, follow the moon. Follow the moon. Follow the vibe between the sun and the moon. Because ladies, if they don't, they're going to keep on having them towers and just not understand. And gentlemen, I know it might seem like I'm picking fun at y'all. I'm really not. I'm not picking fun at y'all. I'm just trying to, I'm not saying I cracked the code or nothing, but I at least understand the ebb and flow of things. So it's like right now I'm looking at the whole Meredith Grey shepherd vibe. Oh, yeah, but gentlemen, take time to understand the ebb and flow of her mysteries. Take time to understand the way those alchemical changes from a spiritual level affect her body. Take time to, and I don't mean affecting her body as in like growth, and I mean more the aspect of how certain internal changes and connections to the moon can affect her emotionally. That's what I mean. I don't mean anything like physically, after I did correct that. Emotionally. Understand that she wants you to approach her just as you want to approach her. But it has to be done right. And you got to sit back and look at the situation for a second. Like, all right, if I was in her situation, would I want some, I mean, I'm not going to lie. Some dudes like, yeah, I want that. Okay, some would. Okay, to the person who isn't thirsty as all bloody heck. To the dude that ain't thirsty. No, we don't want somebody to walk up on us and slang us up like, yo, with that all that. No, we don't. No, that's not really how you build a healthy relationship. And I'm not saying that you got to start off with friends either. There's a fine line. A fine line. But also, you got to kind of throw a lot of what people say out the window, gentlemen. And ladies will agree with that. Sorry. For example, there's said that you should go all out for a first date. You know, I'm not saying limo, but super all out is the, you know, as the whole courtship days say. Well, I know a lot of women that if you showed up in a suit with a dozen red roses and a limo on the first date, she gonna crap her pants and not open the door. Because she gonna be like, it's just the first date. We don't even know if we gonna let what? And most dudes be like, well, that makes no sense. What lady wouldn't want to be fine wine? Oh yeah, women like to be wined and dined. Who doesn't like to be treated with respect? Who doesn't like to be treated like that person? But for a second, also, it's kind of like you just meet somebody and they say, oh, I'm gonna pay your rent for the next 30 years, and they just drop $1 million on your lap. You're gonna feel slightly uncomfortable. Again, this is not a shot at the men. This ain't a shot at all. I'm just having a little fun here. That's all. Half y'all probably gone anyway. But nah, understand that sometimes you got to cultivate your own style, gentlemen. You got to really flow with it. You got to really put yourself to where you need to be. And I'm not saying that you have to fit some bill where you will mold and change who you are, because that's the last thing you should ever do. Any woman will tell you this right now. If you make it all about her 24/7, she will not want to be around you. A woman likes a man with ambition, goals, and dreams. He doesn't have to have $1 billion, gazillion dollars. There are some people out there that do base a man on how much he has financially. You know, I know a woman, for example, who doesn't give a rat's dog beep how much money a man has. What attracts her to him is his compassion, is the fact that he has goals and ambitions. The fact that he says, you know what, you my boo, but I got stuff I gotta do right now. It's called smothering, and no one likes to be smothered. We all enjoy the cuddles, but no one likes to be smothered. Who friggin' likes to be smothered? So try to flow with that, gentlemen, because we don't want the towers to hit you all the time. Again, I'm not picking fun at you. I'm not. But sometimes a little introspection will be beneficial for you. It will help you understand them more. They say that women are complicated beings. Y'all ain't complicated. What the hell? Y'all ain't complicated. Really ain't nothing complicated about a woman, period. I hate to pop bubbles, and I know a couple like, how dare he say we're not complicated? We're mystical, magical, majestic unicorns. Yay. You always got that one person, ladies. Come on, let's be real here. Just like you got those gentlemen, I am a shaman sage from the ancient days, and I have 47 past lives in Lemuria. Brr. Meanwhile, can't manifest a candy bar. And then she be like, meanwhile, can't manifest a day off. Let's be real here. We have those people. But going within self, the reason I say that is because when you go within self, you take time to learn yourself. And you find that we are not that different. We do have differences. Though, don't think I'm going there. We have differences. There are differences within us. We approach things differently. But you know how women say they love a receptive man? That does not mean a submissive man or a subjugated man. That means a receptive man. Let me break it down in a way you'll understand, gentlemen, because I know a couple guys like, what? And And I'm not saying that's all, John. I don't men gonna be like, oh, that's how you feel. That's how you feel. No. Receptive is the ability to feel and experience. So I'm gonna let your mind expand. No, that doesn't mean wham bam. Thank you, ma'am, gentlemen. Because I know a couple dudes like, yeah. But on all levels, being receptive allows you to connect to that person. And when you're in the hermit energy, it allows you to be receptive, to your own subtle bodies, to your own emotions. Like, I'm gonna be real. Ladies, I know y'all gonna feel this. Gentlemen, ladies, who has that one sister, cousin, mom, grandma, wife, fiance, girlfriend, etc., that will come home after a long day of work, go take a shower, a bath, or whatever, come down still kind of stressed, sit down, eat dinner, and then grab a piece of chocolate. And that one piece of chocolate is like a secret code that completely eradicates everything that is stress and drama within the day. It's understanding, it's taking time to feel the subtle energy of that. As crazy as it might be, we have a bunch of taste buds. Like most people buy the candy bar. Ladies, shout out to y'all. Y'all savor a piece of candy. Y'all will take that piece of chocolate and take y'all time and just really, 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 really enjoy it. And that might sound kind of funny, but in reality, it's not meant to be funny. It's about being receptive to the energies or the taste, so forth and so on. You know, and men, we do it too. We get a good cold beer. And ladies, I know ladies like the beer too. But, you know, gentlemen, we get a cold one and we just like, yo, a cold one and a hot dog, a cold one and a foot long? You mean it's from the grill? Oh man. And we just sit there with the hamburger, the hot dogs and the steak and we just enjoy it and savor it. So it's that receptive. You know, it's that receptive vibe. So let's go ahead and wrap this up. No wham bam thank you, ma'am, ladies. Don't accept the wham bam thank you, ma'am. We're gonna leave him like this. Do not accept that wham bam thank you, ma'am energy. Because it's going to end in the tower. That energy is not for you. That energy is the past. That has to do with the emotional checkout, right? The mental checkout, moving on to what it is that you have to do. All right, y'all. I'm going to get out of here because I got things I got to do. My page is going off. So, yeah, I got to go hang out with Bailey and Gray and Shepard and George and all that. Stuff like that. And got to get Mary some ice chips. Maybe one day I'll get the touch the pokey stick. All right. Question of the day. Trivia of the day. What surgery did George scrub in for Meredith Grey? She was in the hospital room with Yang. And everyone came in. Even the vet guy. What did Meredith Grey have that George was so worried about scrubbing in to help her with? You come forth with that, you get to a free reading. And yes, I know you can look it up. I know. Sometimes it's just about having a little fun. Peace, y'all.